coming in at the moment after Vijay Shah, another leader from Madhya Pradesh, has made a controversial comment linked to the country's armed forces. This time, Congress has cited Madhya Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Jagdish Devda's comment while addressing the volunteers who came for training in civil defense. Mr. Devda, referring to the Pahalgam terror attack and India's subsequent strikes in Pakistan, allegedly told the gathering that the military bows at the feet of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Listen in.
और जिन माताओं के सिंदूर को मिटाने का काम जिन लोगों ने किया, जिन आतंकवादियों ने किया और जिन आतंकवादियों को जिनने पाला, जो पाल रहे हैं, उनको नेस्त नाबूद नहीं कर देंगे तब तक चैन की सांस नहीं लेंगे। और यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी को हम धन्यवाद देना चाहेंगे। और पूरा देश की वो सेना, वो सैनिक उनके चरणों में नतमस्तक है। उनके चरणों में पूरा देश नतमस्तक है। उन्होंने जो जवाब दिया है उसकी जितनी सराहना की जाए, जितना कहा जाए, एक बार उनके लिए जोरदार ताली बजा करके चाहिए।
Let's also get you what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has tweeted. As you can see on your screens, she has of course said भाजपा के नेताओं की ओर से लगातार हमारी सेना का अपमान अत्यंत शर्मनाक और दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है. Of course, Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra making that statement one after the other. Such kind of derogatory comments that have been coming in as far as our armed forces are concerned. Let me quickly go through to my colleague Niyamika, who is currently joined by Congress's Supriya Shrinet. Niyamika, over to you.
Well, yes, that's right. We have been joined by the Congress Party's leader and the CWC member, Ms. Supriya Shrinet, with us. Ma'am, just now you have addressed a press conference against the statement which is being given by the Deputy Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. This is the second leader of Madhya Pradesh, BJP, who had given certain statements regarding our armed forces. What's the demand of the Congress Party regarding?
I think it's an absolutely brazen statement, firstly. Can anybody on the face of this earth say that our armed forces can bow before anybody? प्रधानमंत्री के चरणों में नतमस्तक है. This is something that our most sworn enemies will dare not say about us, and this is coming from the Deputy Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. I think these elements have to be reined in, but apologizing, expressing solidarity with armed forces is not going to help this time. These people need to be sacked, and if they are not sacked, if they are not giving marching orders, then why should I not presume? Why should we not presume? Why should an indebted nation to the armed forces not presume that this is happening at the behest and with the political patronage of the Prime Minister? Because his name is being used. You are talking about the Indian armed forces who've consistently taught our enemies a very, very strong lesson. Even this time around, our enemies were taught a lesson, and you turn around and say that our armed forces are bowing at the feet of the Prime Minister. How is this acceptable? Can any Indian look the other way when something as blasphemous as this is said? They all ganged up to save Vijay Shah, the minister who made the controversial statement. And look what the High Court is saying about it. The party has not taken any disciplinary action against either of the two. The government kept sitting like a mute spectator. Thanks to the Jabalpur High Court, an FIR was lodged, but the Jabalpur High Court had to intervene and say there's nothing substantive in that FIR, and it will be disputed and completely cancelled in the first sitting itself. So they've asked the government to file cogent charges, to file a potent FIR and come back to them.
But ma'am, do you really have some hopes? Because we have listened to the statement which is also being given by the Chief Minister, as he said that when this case is pending in the court, then how come this question of resignation?
I would like to ask the Chief Minister, what action have you taken against either of these two ministers? Are you going to rely on the Jabalpur High Court that is actually pointing fingers at you, putting you in the dock, and actually telling you that you have not done your job? Even the FIR that you were asked to file by the High Court itself, you did zilch. You've not even filed a proper FIR. What will the Chief Minister say on that? The reality is that the BJP doesn't feel for this country. They don't feel for our armed forces because they were in absentia as far as our India's freedom struggle was concerned. They boycotted the Indian flag for 53 years. They don't understand the valor, the courage, the supreme sacrifice of our armed forces. Look at what happened in Galwan. 20 of our brave hearts, they made their supreme sacrifice. What did we do? Did we avenge that sacrifice? No. We did trade with China, and we have made a $100 billion trade deficit with China. What is the Prime Minister saying about that?
So that you have heard that it was Supriya Shuneth who has questioned not just the top leadership of the BJP, but she has also demanded that there should be the sacking which needs to be done of both the leaders of Madhya Pradesh BJP, as they have not just made an insult to our armed forces, but they had also, it is basically the responsibility of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who should give a reply that why such kind of patronage is being given to both of these leaders of Madhya Pradesh BJP. Back to
Right, Niamika, thanks very much for joining us at the moment. Of course, Supriya Shuneth hitting out at the BJP, but remember, the opposition also needs to introspect with the kind of statements that have come in from Samajwadi Party as well as other opposition parties against the women officers of the country. We'll keep getting you more on this, but right now it's time for a short break.